Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. It's your brother Gabriel Romaani with another real problems or solution. A very important topic that is not addressed in the ummah, in the community. It is one group that is extremely marginalized when it comes to actually the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that's supposed to be the deen of rahmah. Yet we find that this group is not really addressed when it comes to marriage, where it comes to what are the solutions for them to be married. So I'm talking about people who have disabilities, handicaps, people who are in wheelchairs, people have been affected by this test. Some might have speech disabilities, some might have cognitive disabilities, some might have physical disabilities. There are men, women who are in wheelchairs, on crutches. Some might have a handicap, some might not have a leg, an arm. These are realities. We think that these brothers and sisters don't exist in our community. They do. Now, how do they get married? Who is going to marry them? Would you marry them? If you're a brother and a sister in a wheelchair, is a good sister, a good religious sister, mashallah, covers and whatnot, but she's in a wheelchair. She has this disability. She's suffered from lupus or any other disease. How are you going to tackle that? Would you marry her? Would you marry her as your first wife, as your second wife, as your third wife, as your fourth wife? Would you even marry her at all? This is a question you need to ask yourself. Sister, if you are a woman, would you marry a brother who is disabled? Would you marry a brother who's in a wheelchair? These are important questions that we need to discuss. Okay, if your answer is no, why not? I've made a video before on this topic, and there's been a debate on why and why not. Indeed, some people said, look, it's my right to choose who I want to. Indeed, it is. However, the problem is that what do we do for all these brothers and sisters? Do they not have the right to get married? Are they not our brothers and sisters? See, Islam never leaves you without a solution. There are always going to be some solutions, even though Muslims don't like it. Now, what's the problem? Why not talk about these solutions? And I've said it many times that, indeed, if we want to solve these problems, we can. We can come together. We can look at what are the problems or the negatives that might come from these solutions, because there are sometimes. And we can try to deal with them. We can try to come together, imams, scholars, community leaders, investors. We can come and find solutions. And I've said before that I believe polygyny is a great solution for this problem. So yeah, you can have your first wife, and then why not marry a sister who's in a wheelchair? Why not marry a sister who is disabled? Why not help someone, to feel, to experience the blessings and the happiness of marriage, having children? Yes, I know, as I said, that there will be problems that will come up. Well, who's going to take care of her? And do you have time to take care of her? As I said, as a community, we can come up with solutions to these problems. If we think as a community. If we individually think, individualistic thinking, which is not really Islamic, then yes, you're going to have problems, because who's going to take care of her? Who's going to help her? Who's going to help her move? Who's going to... Yeah, there's a lot of issues. You got to work. Same thing for the when it comes to the sister, right? How is she going to be able to deal with this husband? Now, she doesn't have the ability to marry someone else. So polygyny is not a solution for her. This would have to be her own husband, her only husband. But I believe if we sit down and discuss this, if we open discussion, I don't have all the solutions, but I would say the first step is to open the discussion. Open up this topic. Let's debate. Let's talk in khutbahs. Let's talk in gatherings, in lectures. Let's bring these brothers and sisters who have disabilities and hear from them how they feel and what they think the solution should be. Because it's been long that they've been in the shadow and no one's been discussing their problems. No one has brought up these issues. It's almost like the Muslim community is so perfect. Everyone's just excellent. But in reality, we have a lot of issues. And we have to admit it. And that's the first step in solving the problem, is in admitting. And then debate. Come up with different ideas, different possibilities. We can solve this. These brothers and sisters are faced with fitna, temptation. Some of them, their iman is in question. SubhanAllah, it's not easy. It's not easy. So let's talk about it in the comments. Let's comment solutions. I would say, let's start a conference on this topic. Let's start a conference on how to deal with Muslims who have challenges, Muslims who are disabled, how to help them, not only about marriage, work, furthering their deen, their practice, self-development, maybe business. I believe this is fundamental. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm happy to listen to you. Some of you have messaged me, and I've made lectures, and I've tried to offer some solutions. This is the beginning, and inshallah, I hope that most of you participate. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum.